Hello guys, it is Razorlan here, and today this video is going to be on 5 things that I want to see in Gorod Krovi. Okay, so Gorod Krovi, it's a map set in Stalingrad, we know all this, but what I want to see is the first thing is a Panzer-style boss. Now the reason for this is because in Zetsubo no Shima, it was a very different boss, and it could come every single round. It was very annoying, and it just kind of spawned out of nowhere. There could be multiple on the map at once, and even the boss dying could lead to another boss spawning, and that was really annoying to me. I didn't really like that feature, and I do not want to see that kind of thing return. But I do kind of have a little bit of a worry, because in the trailer you can see 2 of these bosses on the screen at once. So it's a very worrying thing, but I really hope that it's going to be like a Panzer-style boss, where it's its own round, and it doesn't like come every single round, because that's what I don't like about the boss, and that's why I haven't really gone for high rounds on Zetsubo no Shima, because of this feature and this system where they had. That was the case, and it didn't really work for me. I didn't really like it. The second thing I want to see is going to be an upgradable fist. Now, if you saw in the trailer, you saw the rocket punch fist. Yep, I really want that to be upgradable, because in the original one, in the Shadows of Evil, the specialist weapon, that was upgradable. That was the shield, and that was the shield. No, that was the sword, and that was upgradable. But the gravity spikes and the skull of Nansapui both weren't upgradable, which was annoying. I really like if it would add an extra quest to the map or something. I would like an upgradable fist. I really think it'd be pretty fun to use, and yeah, I really want to see it come back. I'm pretty sure that the fist is going to be the specialist weapon. That's kind of what I've basically come up with, and that's what I think a lot of people have kind of thought about, that the shield will be the weapon. So I really hope that it will be the weapon, and I really hope that we'll be able to upgrade it. Number 3 is going to be non-randomized perks. Now in Zetsubo no Shima and Shadows of Evil, we've had randomized perks around the map. Now I really don't like that. I really want the perks to be normal, and I want them to stay the same, and I don't want them to constantly change. I don't want them to be different. I know it will switch up the game, and if you're doing challenges where you're staying in like a certain area, it will switch that up in a sense, but I really don't want like these randomized perks. I really prefer it when the perks are just in place, they're set in place, the standard zombie feel, and it's just like that. That brings me on to the number 4 spot, which would be a new perk. Yep, I really want to see a new perk in this map, because the only new perk we've had so far is Widow's Wine. That is the only new perk we've had in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and it has featured in all 3 of the DLC maps. We're not including the Giant, because that's a bit of an extra map. It's not really a big map. It does have an Easter egg and you have to do it and stuff, yeah, but that's not really a big map. So basically I really want to see a new perk in Black Ops 3 DLC 3 in Gorod Krovi, and I want it to be something interesting. I don't want it to be related to the fire in the map, because that would just be like, oh, well, if you're using, if you're not using this perk, you're kind of screwed for this map, because the fire is going to be really annoying, getting in your way, so it's just going to be annoying. So I don't really want to have it to do with fire, but it's very hard to think of perk ideas. There's a lot of different ideas that have already been thought of from Treyarch, so it's very hard for them to think of different perk ideas, and I understand why they haven't really managed to actually make new perk ideas, because it could be very hard for them, to be honest. I can't think of any ideas, so I'm just hoping that Treyarch, they're geniuses, they are geniuses, so hopefully they've made a new perk. And the final thing I definitely want to see in Gorod Krovi is an independent Easter egg. Now, what I mean by that is in Shadows of Evil and in Zetsubo no Shima, we've had Easter eggs which aren't really separate from the gameplay mechanics of the map. So, for example, Pack-a-Punching, doing all the 4 rituals, and then upgrading your shield and upgrading your sword even, it's all part of the Easter egg, and there's not much of an actual side quest of the Easter egg other than the flag step, killing the Shadow Man, and then the little beast mode thing at the end. So there's not really a lot to the Shadows of Evil Easter egg. Dark Eisenjark, however, yes, the bows were kind of part of the Easter egg, and you needed the bows for the Easter egg, but there was a lot of side quests as well, such as the Wisp step, the Simon Says, bringing Dempsey back, then the Keeper step, and then you had the boss fight. So there's a lot of extra stuff to do. You had to do Simon Says again, I'm pretty sure. So there was a lot of stuff to do. Go back in time. I keep forgetting. I'm just adding to it. Yeah, and it was very independent from actual gameplay mechanics of the map. And in Zetsubo no Shima, we saw the Easter egg was basically getting 3 cogs. It was 1 step and then you're in the boss fight. That was it. That was the entire Easter egg. Very annoying. It was all basically focused on gameplay, and the YouTubers that went to the early access event, they basically completed essentially half of the Easter egg, or even no, I'm going to say 3/4 of the Easter egg at that DLC event, because the DLC was just it was just focused on gameplay mechanics. So I really want to see back to the Black Ops 1 starred maps, and I really want to see independent Easter eggs instead of like just, oh yeah, build the fist, do some stuff, build the weapon, get the PPSH out of the box or something, and then, I don't know, shoot 3 of the dragons and then you're in a boss fight. I really don't want that. I want like at least a 7 or 8 separate step Easter egg that's completely independent of everything. I really want a good Easter egg for this map. I really don't want it to be like a bad Easter egg, because I will be very upset if that is the case. But that is my 5 things I want to see in Gorod Krovi, my wish list for the map. If you like this video, then make sure to leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.